to be remembered for a guy that never quit on their dreams, you know? Maybe the beginning of my career, it was not as happy as I should expect because, you know, things happen, life happened, and things didn't go as I wanted to. But I'm still here, you know? I am not quitting on my dreams. I am not quitting on myself. I am still chasing that greatness that I know I can achieve. So if I want to be remembered for something, is that like I'm a guy that it's not gonna quit, and overall a good person, to be honest.
He's wearing a T-shirt that says "Never made."
I believe him. I think he's telling the truth.
Aren't you
Yeah,
at Extreme Couture? Don't you train at Extreme Couture?
I used to. Now I'm moving to Fight Ready.
Fight Ready?
Yeah, smaller gym, Henry Cejudo's gym.
Oh, it's Henry Cejudo's gym. Okay, cool.
I feel that it is. You know, man, I love Extreme. I really love all the time that I spend there, but there's so many fighters,
Yeah,
and it's just hard, you know, because
yeah,
the whole intention of me being a fighter is being an actual world champ. And
yeah.
that's not going to happen if I don't have the right training. And you just need to be selfish in this career, you know? If you really want to be a world champ, you need to think in yourself first. And that's why I end up here, to be honest with you.
Of course. So you feel like at this new gym, there's more focus on you?
Yeah, because the gym is smaller.
Yeah,
And I like it that way. The
yeah,
coaches are very nice guys. The gym, smaller gym. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is hard to train that way. Because, of course, the good things about training in bigger gyms is that you have a lot of training partners. You have
yeah,
different loops. You have sparring partners. You have all those things. But
yeah.
when you're in a small gym, you don't have all of that.
Of
So
course.
if you wanna do sparring or you wanna do high level things or you need to bring people in and
Yeah,
all that takes money. Right now in my career, I'm all about investing. So
yeah,
doesn't matter how much, doesn't matter like if I need it, I need it and I'm just gonna do whatever it takes, you know?
yeah. And Henry will be in your corner?
No, no, he's a very busy guy, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
He
He's the
his
owner.
own business. He's helping me though. Like actually that's one of the reasons that I end up in Fight Ready. After my last fight, he all of a sudden he called me. He's like, "Hey, bro, what happened?" And I was like, "I don't know, bro. Like, I am working hard, but I am not getting the results that I want." Man, I was training 4, 5 times a day. I can send you my schedule. It was crazy. I was really, you know, every time that I lose a fight, I feel that I don't lose for being lazy. I lose for other reasons. But like I was really working hard and end up losing that way was something that really put me in a bad spot. That's where I take a long time out of the sport. You know, I was healing some injuries, trying to put everything in a better state again. You know, and now
Yeah.
here we are.
It's the toughest career, man. I don't know how you guys do it.
Ah, thank you, brother. Yeah,
Like,
it is hard. Nah, it's not hard. It's simple. You just need to fucking follow the rules. That's the problem. Like some guys don't like to, but I mean, yeah, it's something weird because you know what you need to become a champion. It's just that sometimes it's hard to follow the steps, you know?
yeah,
Since day one, when I arrived to US and started training in Extreme, I knew that I needed a small team. It's just
yeah,
that, you know, when you are starting your career in the UFC, getting that team is something hard. Like it's something that doesn't happen all of a sudden. Either way, you start with that team or it's your family. Like, cause look at all the champions. This is like the way that I like to explain. Look at all the champions right now in the UFC. There's no single one UFC champion right now that it is part of a big gym.
yeah.
None. You can't tell me one. Joshua Van?
Only Amanda Nunes, but she left
No.
American Top Team too.
Yeah, she's no longer part of American Top Team.
Yeah,
But yeah, like you can think Joshua Van, small gym. Then Peter Jan, his coach, 2 or 3 crazy guys that
yeah,
travel to see him around the world. Then you have Volkanovski, same thing.
yeah.
Topuria, same thing.
Same thing.
Makachev, same thing. Like
Arman. Yeah,
Arman, same thing.
yeah,
And that's when I realized, like, okay, you know what? If I really wanna be one of those guys, I can be part of a big gym. I can just be training in a big organization. Like it is good because you have different looks, you have different training partners, but
yeah.
when you really want to be part of that 0.1% of guys that are actually going to become champs, you just need to find a gym that is going to work around you. And that's what I am trying to do.
So Henry called you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a very nice guy.
If he didn't call you, would you still be at Extreme?
I don't know. I already was thinking about doing some changes because, again, when I lose my last fight, it's something that really disappoint me,
Yeah,
especially because I know I can win that fight.
yeah,
I knew I could win. I knew that Michael Johnson wasn't that much of a better fighter than me. It's just that, bro, fighting without a game plan
yeah,
and doesn't know what to do in different situations. It's just I don't know. It's hard. Finally, at least I feel that I tried to do the things that I needed in order to change that.
yeah,
And I'm excited. I'm excited for this fight because it's gonna be my first fight out of here with a smaller team working around me, and that kind of like excites me because I don't know. I feel that everything is different. Because now I am not doing what I think I need to do. I am doing what the coaches are telling me,
yeah.
and that's different.
Welcome back to the largest podcast in the world, Never Made Weight. I'm your host, Sped. Today we've got a very dangerous man by the name of Daniel Zellhuber, the Golden Boy. Used to train out of Extreme Couture, now he's training at Fight Ready. Daniel, how you doing, man?
Good, brother. Good. Fight camp is going good. Everything going good. Healthy. Excited for the fight, and yeah, ready to put on a show.
Daniel, I'm going to get straight into it. February 28th, Mexico City. You're fighting the proven vet, the dangerous King Green. When you heard that name, what's the first thing you thought?
He's a legend. I like that now UFC is giving me these fights, kind of like to test me, but also because they know my capabilities. I know it's hard to say that after I lost the one that I have against Michael Johnson, but I do feel that it's kind of like a similar test. So that's what I like about this fight. They both represent the same problems, like speed, reactive style fighting. I feel that it's pretty much kind of like the same fight in some sort of way. So I feel that it's a good test to see if I fix the problems that I have again when I fought Michael Johnson.
And overall, what should the fans expect out of the fight?
Hmm. That's always a good fight, a great fight. It's not a secret that I am a guy that like to go in there and exchange punches and strike. And I like to try, I always like to keep the fight interesting. So that's not going to change with this fight. The
Well,
approach is the same.
the fight is in Mexico City. You have home field advantage. But actually, King Green has fought in Mexico many times. He's told me in the beginning of his career he was fighting in Mexico. Do you think the crowd and the home field advantage it helps you, or it could be pressure for you?
I don't feel any type of pressure. To be honest with you, that's something that I feel that I always manage well. Because I start my career in Mexico too, fighting with my family, friends. In any case, it's just a motivation. It's just extra motivation. But I never feel pressure. I am doing this because I love the sport. I love to compete. I love to win. Yeah, no. To be honest with you, I don't know what Bobby should expect. Mexico crowd is crazy, but at least talking for myself, I don't feel any type of pressure.
The Mexican cards are always the best. The Mexican fighters are always the funnest to watch. Who is your favorite Mexican fighter of all time?
Ooh, that's a tough one because there's so many great fighters in Mexico. But right now, on the top of my head, I would say Salvador Sanchez.
Mm,
He used to be a very good boxer. It's a shame that he died pretty young, but I
yeah.
feel that he's one of the fighters that I could kind of like relate myself. I like the style that he used to have, very clean, very like yeah, very technical. Like that style that I always try to have. So that's why I feel that his style is one of my favorites, and he's overall one of my favorites Mexican fighters.
And growing up in Mexico and just being Mexican in general, what does that teach you about fighting?
Hmm. I feel like it's not only because I am from Mexico, but it's just the culture. We are very tough people, very hard worker guys. And that's not a secret.
Yeah.
Uh, We are still not as big in the UFC as other countries, but slowly we are start to being there. Each contender series season, each event that they make in Mexico, Mexico is putting in a statement. Now we have ranked fighters in pretty much all the divisions that we have presence, and it's matter of time, brother. Mexico is gonna be a powerhouse in MMA in the near future.
Well, in boxing, Mexicans were a humongous part of boxing. Countless legends. The boxing culture, Mexican culture, coincide very well. But first Mexican champions we've seen in UFC, Cain Velasquez, and then you had Brandon Moreno, and you can consider Henry Cejudo too, because his roots are from Mexico. We're definitely going to see a lot more of Mexican fighters. You as a Mexican, when you're in there, what do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for a guy that never quit on their dreams. Maybe the beginning of my career, it was not as happy as I should expect, because things happen, life happened, and things didn't go as I wanted to. But I'm still here. I am not quitting on my dreams. I am not quitting on myself. I am still chasing that greatness that I know I can achieve. So if I want to be remembered for something, is that, like, I'm a guy that it's not gonna quit, and overall a good person, to be honest.
That's great. Is there a moment in your life that changed your personality?
I feel that these last 3 years, being part of the UFC and the growth, the personal, not only in the sport, but like the personal growth that I've been having, it's something that it really changed myself. But if I need to say one specific moment that changed my life, was in elementary school. I remember I used to be bullied a lot. That's why I started training MMA. And looking back to that, it's just something hard to deal with. When you're a kid, you don't know how to deal with problems. You don't know how to
Yeah.
deal with other person. So I don't know, that was hard. It's not like they were doing something really bad to me now, looking back, but still, being a kid and doesn't know how to deal with that type of stuff sucks. But again, thanks of that is that I'm a fighter. So, you know, at least something good came from that.
You forgive those people?
Yeah, sure. But I'm always trying to understand. We were kids, and at the end of the day, I don't know. I feel that when you are a kid, you just don't understand
Yeah.
the leverage that your words can have. So, yeah, of course, I forgive everybody. I don't like to hold on grudges.
Yeah, I agree. When was the first time you ever got in a fight?
Oof, I was what, like 10 years old, 9 years old. Yeah, I used to fight a lot. Because that's another thing, at least I never be like head down. I always try to defend myself.
Yeah.
It's just that I was really skinny when I was a young guy. Bro, not even 100 pounds. I was really, really, really skinny and tall. So,
Yeah.
man, I was easy to bully.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, it just depends when you hit that growth spurt, you know what I mean? I was a big kid
Yeah.
my whole life, no one could bully me growing up, but I mean now I'm in the MMA world, so everyone can bully me now. Let me ask you this. What does happiness look like for you?
That's a good question. That's one of the best questions that somebody ever done me in an interview. It's pretty simple. Just a good afternoon with my family and friends. No problems. No worries about anything. Just a calm and chill life. I'm a very family oriented guy. To be honest with you, that's one of the things that I enjoy the most. Being able to don't have any type of worriedness and just enjoy a coffee with my parents, with my beyonds, with my friends. It's just, I don't know. I like to spend the time that I am not spending training with my family. So wherever that looks like, that's my happy place.
Your attitude kind of reminds me of Anderson Silva.
Thanks, brother.
That's a good person to be compared to, right?
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, yeah.
Daniel, if you could change one MMA rule, what is it?
Hmm. Well, it's just that now they changed it. I always thought that the up and down elbow, the 12 to 6, was was a good strike, but now it is legal. So there's really not too many rules that I would change. In any case, I would change a little bit the way that they score the fights, because I feel that, well, right now, MMA is moving towards that. They are awarding less and less the wrestlers. Because, man, it sucks. Like, if I am defending the 100% of the takedown that you are trying to get on me, but you are just holding me while you are trying to get the takedowns, why in hell are you winning the fight if I am the one that is defending successfully? I always think like that. But then, of course, the people always says like, well, you are defending. Defending is not the same that winning. But I feel that in wrestling, it should be a better line in there because sometimes you can be defending, and for me, that's winning the fight. But for other guys, that's like, meh, not making points. So that's kind of like the only thing that I would change in any case.
Well, going off that, what do you think about open scoring?
I would like to just because, well, I am the type of fighter that rather have my coaches being direct and honest with me. Even if they think I am winning the fight, I rather they just telling me like, hey, you know what? I thought you lose this round, and so because that pushed me a little bit more. Now with open scores, it could be a little bit easier, but at the same time, it would be a two-sides weapon, two sides weapon. Because if you know that you're winning 2 rounds, that means that your opponent know that he's losing 2 rounds.
Right.
So I feel that the fights would be a little bit more interesting if you think it that way.
Yeah. We had Amir Albazi on, and he said that he would like to see stomps become legal, like stomping, like kicking from the top while someone's on the floor. What do you think about that?
That would be nice. Just like the soccer kicks, I feel that
Yeah.
that's way too much. I remember one time I get soccer kick in the head, brother. It sucks. That's kind of like the only thing that I would be like, damn, that's a hard one to
Yeah.
have. But stumps are good.
Okay, well, recently we've been seeing a lot of the eye poke problem, right? It's almost like every card there's a couple of
Yeah.
these issues. What are your thoughts? What should be done about this problem? And do you think they're accidents or sometimes fighters use it as strategy?
I feel that a little bit of both. I feel that sometimes accident happens. Me myself, I remember during the fight in the sphere, I poked Esteban eyes just one time, and man, I didn't do it intentionally. I was almost knock him out. I was about to knock him out after the elbow. So it's just things happen. Sometimes you can't control. If you're in a fist fight and somebody's coming to punch you, you just extend your arms, and sometimes we forgot about the eye poke. So I feel that it's a problem that is gonna keep happening. In any case, I would change the gloves, but the problem with that is that there's really no way because if you change the gloves for something that keeps your hands like this, then wrestlers are not going to be able to grapple that efficiency. And I don't know, I just feel that it's something that is going to be around a lot. And to be honest with you, I feel that people overreact a little bit to that because think about it, how many eye pokes that really affect fights last year happened? Cyril Gann against Tomas Pinal, Henry Cejudo,
Yeah,
and
I need photo.
and
But
what else?
a lot of times it happens in the fight and it doesn't affect. But I talked to Chris Lieben. Chris Lieben, obviously, UFC vet legend. He's a ref now and he's a judge. And he proposed that this stance should not even be allowed. Like, there should be a warning for standing like this, you
They
know?
warn you. Like if you extend your hand, they warn you. So
Yeah.
now during practice, for example, myself being a tall lightweight, I
Yeah.
always try to do my reach,
Yeah.
but now with the closed fist. But again, it just sometimes happens. If everything happens so fast, and that's something that people and the fans overall don't understand. Sometimes it's like
Yeah.
if you are about to knock me out and I extend my arms, you can't believe that I am not doing it on purpose. Like in my head,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking, no, I'm gonna poke you in the eyes. It's just,
Yeah.
man, like somebody is about to punch me, it's just a
Yeah.
reflex. But I know, I feel that it's something that is gonna be around because there's not really too much that can be done to change that. Because imagine if it's an accident and they start taking points out at the first warning, that would suck. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if it's an accident, you're already losing the fight.
Yeah.
But as you say, some fighters do it on purpose, or so
Yeah.
that's kind of like I feel
Because
that it's
holding this out, right? this doesn't feel natural, you know? Even box
Exactly.
even boxers, whenever they measure or they what is this frame they call it?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
closing their hand because closing your hand takes energy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That takes energy. It's not a natural movement. Yeah, no, you're definitely right there. It's just weird. It's not
Yeah.
something that you do normally. But I feel that it's one of the problems that MMA is gonna have, and we are just gonna need to learn how to deal with that. Because I
Yeah.
mean, in 30 years that the UFC has been existing, there's not really like a bunch of IPOs.
Yeah.
This last year, I'm telling you, just those two fights are the one that I can remember that really have a significant problem before an IPOX.
Yeah. Well, Daniel, thank you so much for your time, man. I know you just cooked. I don't want your food to get cold, man. I know we've never made weight, but I can imagine
Thank
how
you, brother.
we've never made weight, but I can imagine how hard it is, to stick to that diet plan. I've been on a diet for 30 years. It hasn't worked. So, I'm gonna let you get back to your meal, man. Is there anything you want to leave the fans with?
No, just thank you to all the people that are constantly supporting me. I know that, man, this last year was the worst year in my professional athlete career, but I am grateful because that showed me a lot of stuff. It shows me who are the people that are really with me, like in a close environment, and it shows me like how many people are really supporting my career. So in any case, I just want to say thank you to everybody that is still here, and just promising that this February 28th is going to be a good fight, and I'm going to finish King Ring.
Guys, thank you for watching the largest podcast in the world, Never Made Weight. February 28th, you make sure to tune in. You want to watch a good fight? You heard it here first. Daniel Zellhuber, King Green, February 28th, Mexico City. Make sure you tune in.
He's wearing a T-shirt that says "Never Made."
I believe him.